Popular opinion, but it is not normal to have 10 mascaras, 30 foundations, 100 lip liners. That is not normal. That is overconsumption. It is normal to have one, maybe two max of each beauty, makeup, or hair care product. It is not normal to have bins and drawers filled with product. When I tell you with my whole heart and my whole chest that the overconsumption of makeup or any beauty product in general is a direct reflection and cause influencers and influencer marketing 1000%. So many women and girls see these content creators and influencers showing 10 of their favorite concealers, 10 of their favorite blushes. They feel like they're missing out. They have a sense of FOMO that they need to go buy and try all of these makeup products in order to look like these beauty influencers or these content creators, when in reality, these content creators and influencers are not paying for any of it. This is from brands sending them PR, gifted collabs, whatever it might be. They are not paying for the makeup that they're showing you, but then they're telling you to go buy it. But you know damn well they wouldn't be buying all that makeup and all that product if it was on their credit card. You know that for damn sure, but they're telling you to do it. I just think there's so much wrong within the beauty community and influencing in general. And I'm not a hater. Like, get your bag. Trust me, I believe in it 100%. If you can make money doing it and that's okay with you, you do that. But I just think there's such direct repercussions and impacts on young girls and young women that people don't talk about.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about trends that causing us to be broke, or trends that are causing us to overconsume, and social media that are selling us so much to how much to consume by advertising so much in large quantity. So guys, on TikTok especially, there's a lot of people have a lot of Shein haul or a lot of makeup haul from Sephora, and for some reason the younger generation does not know how to filter that and know what's real, what's fake, what's a review, or what actual people buying. So you have some younger generation here, like so for instance my son age that are 24, they want the luxury apartment, they want the nicer apartment with all the gym and all the rest of it, and it costs them to be under so much stress. They have to work harder, work more hours just to attain those stuff. So guys, let's talk about it. As I said, a lot of people sometimes they have 10 lip glosses, 5 eyeliner instead of having just one of what they need individually. And a lot of time guys, these stuff even sometimes expire before they get a chance to use them. I've seen people have so much perfume and they are very expensive. Just imagine the amount of debt they're racking up. Or if they have a good job, they could have been investing that money into something else or supporting a charity than to have all that stuff. They have more than the actual retail store have. Because I'm sure if you go to say for instance Sephora, they don't have 10 of the same Michael's Kors whatever, right? So each of those stores don't have such a large quantity as a lot of these creators in this video that I'm about to show you have in their possession. So guys, it is getting outrageous. The overconsumption is going crazy and it's becoming such a trend, and that's from all the reviews that they're seeing on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram. And as I said, a lot of these kids are trying to keep up with buying the latest car or the nicer apartment and not realizing that some people just have a good job, some people make a lot more, and some people are going into a lot of debt. So guys, let's continue to talk about it. Let me know what you're dealing with in your situation. I have children sometimes that was getting out of control with overconsumption, and I'm like, okay, we got to scale this back. And if I'm going to help you to go to school, or you're going to be home going to school, your money is going to pay bills if you are receiving all those Amazon packages or the sneakers collection. I did that, and you know what? It's become a lot less in my house for my kids reducing after that conversation. So guys, let's talk about it. Leave me a comment and let's interact. Thank you so much, and let's continue watching the video.
Sound kind of crazy, but I got my first client for my business from buying a Chanel bag. It wasn't this Chanel bag, it was the vintage version of this bag that I bought back in 2021. And I went into Celia Knightsbridge, who are still one of my clients now. I bought a Chanel bag and I made them a TikTok in exchange for like a tiny discount. I think I got like £500 off the £5,000 bag. As I was making the video, Ayaz, who is one of the founders of Celia, said they needed someone to help run their TikTok account. I explained to him that when I finish my degree, I'm gonna start a TikTok agency, blah, 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 blah. Went home thinking nothing of it. Then I was driving home in the Ford Ka that I still have to this day, and I had a brainwave. I was like, wait, I'm good at TikTok and other people need help with TikTok. So why don't I help other people run their TikTok accounts? This is like 3 years ago when no one really had other people running their TikTok accounts, let alone had a TikTok account at all. So I literally stopped my car, picked up my phone and sent Ayaz a voice note. I'm actually going to see if I can find the voice note now because it'll be really interesting to listen to. I didn't send a voice note, I actually sent a text message and I'm going to read it out right now. You mentioned you were starting out on TikTok. I've decided to set up my own social media agency specialising in video content. I think I mentioned to you last week and I was thinking about it, and since then, randomly I've been contacted by another person asking me to run their socials, so I thought I may as well go for it. I know you have a girl that runs the socials, but if you need any help moving forward or in the future with content creation / strategy, I'd love to help out. Hope you had a great week. I wasn't actually planning on this when I made this video, by the way, it just popped into my head. And I ended up taking over the Celia TikTok account. When I started that TikTok account, it had 200 followers and now it has over 200,000. I've always been passionate about handbags, and this is why I say to people, follow your passions, because if you follow your passions in life, you'll end up on this path that leads you to meet people and network with people, which brings you opportunities. There's no point in going down a road of something that you don't like. Yes, I had to buy a handbag to get that client, but spend to make is my motto. First spoke to Ayaz, he said, Isabel, I don't want a 100-page deck about what you can do for me. I know you can do it because I've seen you do it. There's no need to tell people what you can do. You have to show them. It's exactly the same as when people email me saying they want to work for me and they send me a 200-word CV or whatever and a massive cover letter. That is not showing me that you know how to make a video. What's showing me you can make a video is making a video CV and telling me about yourself while showcasing the skills that you have. People want to see what you can do. There's no point in telling them. And that is the best piece of advice I can give.
If there is one thing that I do not understand, it is overconsumption. And this is a prime example that I saw on the internet. Why would anyone actually need 30 to 40 to 50 of the same exact cup? This right here probably cost this person, what, $2,000? Imagine what else you could buy for $2,000. I don't get this. And before anyone's like, it's not your business, I'm very aware of that. But on my platform, I try to talk about de-influencing. So I would never come on here and promote this and be like, this is the lifestyle that we should be trying to live. What is this? Yeah, they're pretty. Like half of them still have the wrapper on them. So are we just buying $40 to $50 cups just to look at them, just to be able to say, look at my collection of water bottles, pretty much? Another example I saw on Facebook, and when people asked her, like in a respectful way, why do you have that many Stanley cups? She said it's simply a collection. She likes to collect them. It's a thrill to find another one so that she can hang them up. Like, look, I think almost every one of these have a tag. They are brand new. Will she ever drink them? I can't fathom in this economy thinking that I need to spend thousands of dollars on a cup. Like, can someone explain this to me? Minus that people are just out of their mind and obsessed. You all are obsessed. Let's de-influence, shall we? I am convinced that in like 5 years, we are going to see Stanley cups at Goodwill, at thrift stores, at yard sales for like $5. Probably still with the new tag. So before you go and feel the need to buy your 3rd, 4th, or 5th Stanley Cup, ask yourself, is there something better that you could be spending that money on? Because I guarantee you there is. Have a great day.
Modern day trends are making people broke. Let's go! Number 1, consumerism. It is not normal to have a collection like this, like that, this, or that. You do not need the latest gadget. You do not need the next iPhone. You do not need the next MacBook. If what you currently have has great utility and still works, work with that. Number 2, this trend of people not being financially literate, I'm tired of it. I think a lot of people are broke right now because they were not taught the concepts of financial literacy in school. They were not taught about personal finance. They were not taught about stocks, investing, real estate. Because the less people who know about that, the more certain companies profit. There's so many platforms online like Coursera, Udemy, where you can get free courses on personal finance and start understanding your finances today and stop being broke. Number 3, let's be transparent. Fast fashion is literally making half of us broke. You look at fast fashion brands like Shein, 3 things that they do: make cheap clothes that are poor quality, that are trendy. These are literally 3 money traps for every millennial and Gen Z. So question for you, how many stuff do you have from Shein that you've not even worn, or that you wore once and threw it away because it was really bad? And how much money have you wasted doing all those things? Number 4, let's stop this soft life nonsense and flexing for the gram. That is one of the reasons why so many people are broke and have no savings. Let's stop faking it till we make it and actually start making it. The trend of lifestyle inflation will keep you paycheck to paycheck, even if you earn a lot of money. Trends keeping you broke, part 2. Number 1, keeping up with the Kardashians. What I mean by this is when you see someone on social media living this high life and you now are comparing yourself and also want to live this high life. And in doing that, you're trying to keep up with every Tom, Dick and Harry. And you're spending so much money trying to maintain or attain a lifestyle that you just currently cannot afford right now. Did you know that a lot of people are actually taking fake shots in jets? Certain places in London where you can actually book out a 1-hour session in a private jet, take pictures and videos, and then these people are now going to go on Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, and post it and make you think that is the lifestyle that they actually have. Number 2, buy now, pay later. This truly is just another way of society allowing you to buy more things that you probably don't need and that you probably can't afford. Recently I saw that they're doing buy now, pay later with Deliveroo. If you have to use buy now, pay later to get a takeaway, Houston, we have a much bigger problem. Remember, it's another form of credit that you have to eventually pay back. Number 3, this trend of constantly chasing money, which is best depicted in going to the casino, gambling, or putting a lot of money down on highly speculative investments. Said it before and I'll say it again. If you're going to the casino for anything other than having fun and thinking you're actually going to make money, you're a clown. You're probably not going to become the next Dogecoin millionaire. He didn't do anything smart. He just gambled.
We are getting played so hard. I just watched this Netflix documentary about overproduction and overconsumption, and this should literally be taught in school. What stood out to me most was this idea of planned obsolescence, that these corporations are literally giving us junk because they know we're going to have to buy it again, replace it, and they're not even allowing us the option to get it repaired. It's just so normalized, which makes it so sad. They use the example of AirPods because they have a battery in them that literally only lasts 18 months, maybe 24 months, and then it is designed to stop. There is no way that you can just open the case, put in a new battery, and move on with your day. Like, we are just so used to the cycle of buy, fail, buy, fail. Oh, and the fast fashion of it all. Like, I cannot stand fast fashion. We don't understand that, oh, you donate a bag of clothes because you're buying clothes every month. And where does it end up? We literally send it to third world countries for it to be their problem. I highly recommend watching this ahead of Black Friday and all the holidays coming up. My boyfriend and I, we put a 3 gift rule, which it breaks my heart, but it's true. Like, we don't need more shit.
To your weekly de-influencing video where I talk some sense into you and de-influence you out of buying things that you don't need, because that's who I am and it's what I do. I'm Paige. I'm the founder of Overcoming Overspending. I help you stop impulse shopping and overspending. So you have officially made it to the side of social media that's actually going to help you save some money versus bleeding you dry. So make sure to like, save, or comment on this video so that the algorithm brings you back. I want to talk about influencer culture this week because I feel like some of y'all need to hear that you're not an influencer. I know you're like, Paige, what do you mean? Like, I know that. I know I'm not an influencer. I'm like, do you? Do you honestly know that? Because you're spending money like you're one. Your bank accounts think that you're an influencer. Here's the thing about influencers. Influencers have to spend money to make money. If they're not buying, they're not banking. They have to buy things to then film themselves using, to then put on this app to show you, to make you go, oh, that looks cool. I want that, so that you'll go and buy it, and then they'll actually earn a commission from something that you bought that they influenced you to buy. That's not how it works for you and I, okay? That's not how it works for us non-influencer people. When we spend money, we're just spending money. Like, when we buy things, we're just buying a bunch of crap and bringing a bunch of stuff into our homes and depleting our bank accounts. Most of the things that we buy don't make us money like it does for an influencer. I need you to pump the brakes a little bit and remind yourself that you're not an influencer. Most of the things that you buy, you're not going to make money off of. I also need you to remember that most of what you see on here isn't actually real. That's what influencer culture is. It's all aspirational. It's all meant to create a sense of inadequacy and a sense of lack in your current life. And here's the thing, I don't think that the influencers are like doing this on purpose. I don't think it's malicious, and I honestly don't think that that's the intent. But that is what ends up happening. You end up seeing these other people's lives that look absolutely perfect. And the first place that our brains go is, okay, if I want to be like her, I need to go out and buy everything that she has. There is no serum, there's no shake, there's no green juice, there's no purse that is ever going to turn you into another person. And look, I love the Emily Kaisers and the Avery Woods of the world just as much as the next girl. Like, I follow them, I watch their videos, I love it, I get a kick out of it. I also understand that by me going to their Amazon storefronts and buying everything in there and creating a carbon copy of someone else's life isn't going to make me them. There's only one of them, and there's one of me, and there's one of you. And we all have to start realizing that no matter how much money we spend and how much stuff we buy, it's never going to turn us into someone that we're ultimately not. I want you to be the biggest influencer in your own life. No one else knows what's best for you more than you know what's best for you. I need you to see and realize how extraordinary you already are, how extraordinary your life already is, the way that it is right now. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a grip. We're gonna close out all of our tabs. We're gonna empty out all of our carts. We're gonna stop trying to buy things that ultimately can't be bought. We're gonna stop trying to be someone that we're ultimately not. And when you go and do all those things, and when you come back here, before you scroll on to the next video, because let's face it, it's probably gonna be a video about that brush with the holes in it, or about that shadow work journal, or about some sweatshirt with pickle jars on it. Before you keep scrolling, I want you to go to my profile. I want you to start with all of the free resources there, my free trainings on how to stop impulse shopping. Start listening to my podcast, which is completely free, which will really help you. Make sure to follow me so that you have at least someone on your feed that can help you save a little money versus spending it all.
Tourism has gotten so out of control in America that this video has so many comments of being like, oh my God, so cute. Wait until you see the foam toaster. All of the stuff that's getting attached to this Stanley Cup is going to someday end up in a landfill, and probably sooner than you think. All these little plastic parts and pieces are going to be in the back of a drawer before you know it. And the thing is this video is all about solving a problem that does not exist. This woman has dozens of handbags, backpacks, and tote bags, and yet instead she's chosen to buy over $100 worth of crap just so that she can go for a walk. Meanwhile, 33% of Americans who earn over $250,000 a year are self-reporting that they are living paycheck to paycheck, and Americans have over $1 trillion of credit card debt. You are being bombarded with stuff to buy every single day. Just say no and hang on to your money. Or better yet, learn how to invest in the stock market so that you can make your money grow and work for you. Overconsumption has been rebranded as cute and organized in American society, and it is causing you so much unnecessary financial stress. It's only a recent phenomenon that you can buy yourself a matching outfit from head to toe for only $20, or that you can get an entire refrigerator's worth of organization stuff delivered to your front door in 24 hours or less. The total cost of the items in this fridge organization video is well over $250, and that doesn't even account for all of the expensive single packaged items. Something about decanting all of the food you just bought from its original packaging into new packaging in the name of organization and sanitization seems really unhinged. Meanwhile, Americans have over $1 trillion of credit card debt, and 2/3 of Americans who earn over $250,000 are self-reporting that they're living paycheck to paycheck. Amazon reported profits of $30 billion last year. Temu came in at over $8 billion. Just because we can buy things doesn't mean that we need to or that we should. All of this shit is going to be in a landfill before you even know it. Stop solving problems that don't exist.
Because honestly, let's talk about it. There was this girl on Instagram. I thought she was rich. Girl was on back-to-back trips. Human hair, nails done, everything. She attended every event I ever wanted to go to. She was out with celebrities. Let's not even get started on the outfits, the handbags, everything. And it wasn't until I made friends with her friends. And honey, they weren't her friends. When I tell you the tea was hot, like shorty couldn't even afford gas. Gas, bro. They were literally complaining about her asking them for $20 because she was stranded. So shorty was just on a trip to Jamaica. I think the worst part for me was when they told me she only had like $3 in her bank account. Honestly, this was the reality check I needed. After that bubble burst for me, I really realized I was actually doing well in life. Now, every time she posts, I'm just like, Because she'll really spend her last dollar on getting her Instagram posts and hair and like background, but she can't even afford to eat. Could it be me?
Your reminder that $10,000 a year is just $27 a day. So stop spending your money on all the stupid shit you don't need, because that's where all your money's going. I personally remind myself of this fact anytime I'm going to make a small, maybe impulsive purchase that I don't really need. And I have a perfect example I want to share. As I was thinking about making this video, I knew I wanted to talk about something while I was like pouring my coffee. And I was thinking, as I was grabbing this mason jar, how I really wish that I had those cool glass aesthetic looking glasses that people make like their iced coffees in. And I literally thought for a second, like, I'm gonna look on Amazon and see how much they are, and also like maybe get a cool glass straw while I'm at it. But then I caught myself and I realized that I do not need a aesthetic looking coffee glass and a glass straw. Like, what I have works perfectly fine for me. I don't need to waste my money on that. And again, just $27 a day is $10,000 a year. So keep that in mind next time you want to buy something you don't need.
We are not gatekeeping here. I'm going to teach you exactly how to get an Hermes bag from the store from someone that's had 2 bags in a year. If you're new here and wondering what the hell a Birkin is, it's essentially the female version of a Bitcoin. You buy these in the store and as soon as you walk out the doors, they triple in value. For context, I bought this bad boy 1 week ago for £9,000 in the store. If I resold this today, I would get between £22,000 to £25,000. Crazy, I know. Okay, back to the reason you're all watching this video. How do you get one of these? Honestly, the answer is more simple than you think. All you need to do is walk into your nearest Hermes store and ask to make a wish for your bag. But they're gonna ask you a few questions. Which size, style, leather, and hardware do you want? Obviously, you need to make a decision between a Birkin and a Kelly. Hardware is the metal here. It comes in 3 different colors. You can have gold, palladium, or rose gold. You can choose up to 3 color categories for your bag. I believe I chose blue, neutrals, and browns when I put the wish in for this, and I ended up with this beautiful navy blue color, which is called Blue Caban. For the style, you can either have a Returne or a Celia. This is a Celia edge, it's very rigid, and this is Returne, it's more relaxed. Tons of different leathers. This one is Togo, and this one is Epsom. They look very similar. The Epsom leather, which is on this Kelly, is very durable. And that's pretty much it. You walk into the store, make a wish, and if you get access to a wish, you'll get emailed and you'll be offered to come in and buy it. I haven't actually bought anything in the store I made the wish for these in, apart from 1 pair of Arans. I don't personally believe you have to spend a lot of money to get your wish. I think it's all done via a computer system and it's all luck. The other way you can get a bag is obviously by nurturing a relationship with a sales associate. I don't even have a sales associate at Hermes. I've only bought bags via the wish list system. So to conclude, the way you're going to get your Hermes bag is you're going to walk into that Hermes store, make your wish, write down all the information I just told you, know exactly what you want. Good luck, and I hope all your Hermes wishes come true.
Get dressed with me to go for a casual Sunday dinner.
I'm about to get my piercing replaced because it fell out. Anyway, here's the dupe version of the $70,000 outfit, so enjoy.
Starting with these shorts, these was new in Zara.
I found these dupes on Amazon for $15. And I found
in a baby pink Ralph Lauren shirt.
I found the dupe to the shirt, it's about $20 in my storefront.
And the belt nice and tight. So it's
and then I found this belt. This is actually a dupe to another Hermes belt.
Blush pink Laura Pianas.
I found different variations of the shoes here.
I really don't know what handbag. I feel like the pink is...
So I found this bag dupe to the boy bag.
My jewellery, I've already put it on, but I also added my new pink Hermes bangle.
So we got this dupe for $30. And then here's another dupe for $13 of the Cartier bracelet. And then $15 for this bracelet right here. And then for the necklace, $20 for this necklace. And then the ring, I couldn't find it in gold, $20. And then, what is this, $14? Pretty cute. And then a dupe for the Daytona watch.
Celine sunglasses.
And then the glasses, $12. They're on sale. So here's a grand total of my Amazon dupes, $279. Hope you enjoy it. Bye, guys.
This just needs to be said, but if you're in your 20s, it is not normal to own tons of designer things. I don't own a single designer thing. It's not normal to go spend $200 at Sephora Ulta once a week. It is not even normal to go out to fancy restaurants and drink multiple times a week. There's nothing wrong with those things, but I just need to remind you that that is not normal. Us normal people do not do that. Okay? You're not alone. And social media is lying to you.
As an individual, you yourself are not responsible for the climate crisis that we are in. However, as a collective of individuals, we do have power. And I think that power comes with talking about our consumption habits. I think one of the most impactful ways that we can make a change is consuming less garbage. Because if we consume less as a collective, eventually companies will realize that we're simply not going to give in to the tactics that they use to get us to consume more and more and more each year. I talk a lot about the social media and influencer aspect of those tactics used by companies to get you or influence you to buy more, and how you can combat that with being just more social media literate and being able to recognize when you're being advertised to. And that's super important to know when you're being advertised to. But the next step in that is to then actually take that information and consume less. I've always said, though, that if you need something for you, you should be allowed to get that, obviously. I do the same thing. I am not a perfect consumer. But I think if we go in with the mindset that each thing that we purchase needs to be actually used to its fullest potential and used up until it's literally disintegrated before our very eyes, then I think that would actually make a real change. We tend to think that everything is disposable, like even clothing now, like where you buy it for one specific event and then you never wear it again. And that is not how the world has operated for millennia. Personally, I think it's way more satisfying and a lot cooler just generally when you use something to its fullest potential. And that could be, you empty your bottle of skincare, or you repurpose a jar that you maybe got, originally it was like pasta sauce in it, but you have a new way to use it. Or you repurpose some clothing items that maybe you got for one event, but now you're reusing them for a different one. Ultimately, isn't that a more satisfying feeling than getting the instant gratification of a new package that disappears within like 5 seconds of opening it? Obviously, corporations need pressure to do better, and this is one of the best ways that we can do that.
People right now are hating on maximalism and overconsumption, and I'm like the definition of both of those. Now that Christmas just happened, I am so overwhelmed with the amount of stuff I have. Here is a quick view of my bedroom. And then my craft area. I just have so much stuff. And this is a collection of all my memories. I am really big on the collections. I feel like all I'm doing is cleaning. And this isn't even stuff that I could get rid of it, but I feel like I can't, because if I get rid of it, what if I need it in the future? And then they're like, well, if it's under $5 and you haven't used it in the past 6 months, get rid of it. But that is 90% of the stuff I own. I'm thinking of getting IKEA shelves and putting them here so I can have more storage. I'm just so stressed out right now. I don't even know where I'm going to sleep.
Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed. And thank you so much to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. So guys, know that you watched the video. What are your thoughts? Do you think that overconsumption is also, do you think it's damaging to the planet? Do you think it's damage to each individual credit financial situation? Let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.